The 60 to most beautiful places in the world to visit. Kwang Falls, Laos. Without a doubt, Laos, also known as the land of a million elephants, is a treasure that deserves all of its flowers for its unmatched beauty and splendor. Set near the Mekong and Nam Kam rivers, the city of Luang Prabang is picture-perfect with its golden temples. Venture the 40-minute drive to Kwang Falls and you'll be surrounded by a vibrant jungle. The falls consist of 3 tiers, each with pools for taking in the view and wading in peace. Tua Lapland, Finland. If you're obsessed with stargazing, take your love to new heights by admiring the stars amid the northern lights in the northernmost region of Finland. In the cooler months, Lapland is blanketed with snow. Seeing the neon bands in the sky is a surreal experience you can enjoy while sledding or sitting in front of your cabin. 3. The Pittons, St. Lucia. As the most famous landmarks in St. Lucia and a UNESCO World Heritage Site, the Pittons to dormant volcanic spires, Gross Piton and Petty Piton, are a wonder to behold. The majestic peaks tower above the sea and hold the history of the Caribbean island. 4. Joshua Tree National Park, USA. Joshua Tree is an outdoor lover's delight. From nature trails to glorious sunsets overlooking the desert, speckled with cacti. Even if you're more of a glamper, you can enjoy the painted landscape from the window of your luxury urban rental or resort. 5. Gem Cang, Vietnam. City in the valley beautiful with light coming through the city is located in the north of Vietnam. Called Mu Cang Chai is a destination for tourists who want to explore nature, rice terraces, and relax during sunset. After you pick your jaw off the ground, take in the magnificent scene of terraced mountains, lined with rice paddies and streams of water in this rural region of Vietnam. M. Cang Khai takes you away from the hustle and bustle of the city. It's about 6 hours from Hanoi and into the wave-like pattern of the mountains. 6. Lake Como, Italy. Whether you're curious to know why this dazzling lake is a summer go-to for celebrities, or hoping to spot a few in person, the beauty of Lake Como speaks for itself. Surrounded by the foothills of the Italian Alps, this Y-shaped lake often receives guests on day trips from Milan. Head here to take in views of extravagant palaces, ornate villas, and all nature has to offer. 7. Bagan, Myanmar. The ancient city of Bagan is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, with plenty of sacred structures to take in and learn about. Hot air ballooning is one of the most famous and novel ways to see it, drawing in visitors from around the globe. Floating high above ancient Buddhist temples and pagodas might be the most convincing reason to forget about your fear of heights for a while. 8. Barcelona, Spain. With incredible food, sprawling beaches, world-renowned architecture, and tons of museums, Barcelona is a feast for the senses. Architecture lovers can tour the works of Antoni Gaudí, including La Sagrada Familia and Park Güell. From the historic Gothic Quarter to the Picasso Museum, it's a mecca for creative inspiration. 9. Hallstatt, Austria. Get your cameras ready. This lakeside town is known as the most photographed place in Europe. Spend your vacation wandering the 16th century alpine houses, exploring an ancient salt mine, or even visiting a glacier garden. 10. Chamorro, Mauritius. Though this East African island attracts visitors primarily with its gorgeous, pristine beaches, if you venture inland you'll see this brilliant geological formation that translates to 7 colored earths. 11. Banff National Park, Canada. Most beautiful places in the world. The best time to see the Marvel Lake's vibrant turquoise hue created by sunlight reflecting off the rock forest, July and August. But Banff is also home to 3 world-class ski resorts and is lovely during the winter. 12. Los Colorados, Mexico. Mexico, Yucatan, Los Colorados, Pink Lake, Salt Lake. These pastel lagoons in Yucatan, Mexico, are what color palette dreams are made of. It's 100% worth the road trip if you're staying in Tulum or Cannes. 13. Amalfi Coast, Italy. View of the town of Positano with flowers. Imagine gazing out over these sweeping views with a limoncello in your hand. Now that's amor, but beautiful sights aside, you'll also get to partake in plenty of outdoor activities and cultural experiences. Pompeii. Villa Jovis, Whether you go island hopping to Ischia and Capri or stay on the coastline in Positano, Sorrento, and Naples. 14. Tula Valley, Vietnam. Golden rice terraces in North Vietnam. The rainbow of golden and green terraced rice paddies in Tula Valley creates an enchanting pattern. It's surrounded by mountain ranges and a sight to see year-round, though the best time of year to visit is September when the rice is ripening. 15. Petra, Jordan. Jordan, Petra, part of Al Khazna. Want to know why it's called the Rose City? Wait until you see it practically glowing at sunset. UNESCO describes it as half-built, half-carved into the rock, and surrounded by mountains riddled with passages and gorges. As one of the world's 7 wonders, it's definitely worth a top spot on your bucket list. 16. Saturnia, Italy. Aerial view of Saturnia's spring. These aquamarine hot springs are a sight to see. And you'll also get to enjoy sweeping views of the Tuscan countryside while soaking. 17. Palm Springs, California. Outdoor shot of Palm Spring, California. The Southern California desert is a favorite destination among design lovers and sun chasers. Surrounded by mountains and studded by palm trees, bougainvillea, and citrus trees. The natural landscape lends itself to unforgettable sunrise hikes and sunset cocktails by the pool. There's also plenty of great shopping, dining, and other activities like golfing and rock climbing. 18. Paine del Diablo, Ecuador. El Paine del Diablo Baos, Ecuador. Known as Devil's Cauldron in English, this remote hiking destination in the Ecuadorian rainforest is like something out of a fairy tale. 19. Jaipur, India. Hawa Mahal, Jaipur, India. Jaipur, Rajasthan, is full of visual inspiration everywhere you look. From this incredible structure, known as Hawa Mahal, to the Chad Bowery, an ancient stepwell, there is so much to see and do. 20. Provence, France. Early morning in a Provence's lavender field with a lone house. French country addicts, listen up. Not only can you marvel at all the stone-clad wood-beamed buildings and blue and white decor your heart could desire, but you can also admire lavender fields and sip Ross at sunset with a fresh baguette and cheese being served. 21. Namib Desert, Namibia. Dead vley trees with the colorful background in Namib Naukluft Park, Namibia. Namibia's Namib Desert was the inspiration behind some of Salvador Dali's most celebrated works. It's also one of the world's most unique coastal deserts. As well as the oldest, it's at least 55 million years old. 22. Valletta, Malta. Malta beautiful. The capital city of Malta, Valletta is right at the edge of the country's largest island. Awash in a sea of white, the walled city dates back to the 1500s. Now you won't have to choose between unwinding on island time and touring Baroque landmarks. History buffs and sun worshippers, Valletta is what travel dreams are made of. 23. White Sands, New Mexico. Scenic view of white sands against sky. If you're thinking there's no way this gorgeous place could possibly exist on Earth, we're right there with you. Deep in New Mexico, the White Sands National Monument is easily one of the country's most breathtaking national parks. 24. Seychelles, Anse d'Argent Beach. This string of islands dots the Indian Ocean between Madagascar and Kenya and boasts some of the clearest water in the world. 25. Hamney, Norway. Mountainous landforms, natural landscape, mountain range, glacial landform, Arctic, winter, ice, glacial lake, landscape. Why lounge on the beach when you can see the northern lights? The remote Lofoten Islands of Norway are full of one-of-a-kind experiences, especially when it comes to striking views, charming fishing towns, and tall peaks for hiking. Hamney is seriously picturesque, and it's connected to the mainland by bridge, so you'll be able to access it by car. 26. Cappadocia, Turkey. Ballooning festival at Cappadocia during sunrise. Even without all the candy-colored hot air balloons dotting the skyline, Cappadocia is a beautiful sight to see. Those ancient rock formations used to be dwellings, which makes it a particularly great place for history buffs to explore.
27. Linus Maranhenses, Brazil. Parque Lençóis Maranhense from Sky. At first glance, it's hard to tell what you're looking at. These sweeping white sand dunes punctuated by vivid blue rainwater lagoons stretch out forever. And up close, the sharp contrast between the vibrant blue water and pristine white sand is a whole other experience. 28. Mostar, Bosnia. Old bridge area of the old city of Mostar in Bosnia and Herzegovina. It only takes a quick glance to see that Mostar, Bosnia is one of the most beautiful cities in the world. But beauty aside, it also has a rich albeit painful history. And while it looks like it dates back to the medieval ages, it was actually only erected in 2004 as a reconstruction of the original, which was 400 years old when it was destroyed in the 1990s during the Croat-Bosniak War. 29. Neuschwanstein Castle, Germany. Scenic view of Neuschwanstein Castle in Germany. Look familiar. Cinderella's castle at Disney World was inspired by this Bavarian mountaintop marvel. We'll never trash talk you again, Winter. 30. Mykonos, Greece. Most beautiful Greek islands. Mykonos has it all, from a buzzing nightlife scene to sun-soaked beaches, iconic architecture, and unparalleled Greek food. What more could you want out of a European island vacation? There's a reason it's one of the most popular destinations in the world. It's got a party-hard reputation, but the Greek island is also home to some of the most charming buildings around, including a famous row of 16th century windmills. 31. Maui, Hawaii. Why Anapanapa Beach? Can't decide which Hawaiian island to visit. Maui's home to some of the state's most amazing outdoor adventures, such as kayaking past whales in Mackinac Bay, hiking or biking Haleakala National Park, and of course plenty of water sports like surfing and snorkeling. We'll be dreaming of pineapples and coconuts. 32. Patagonia, Argentina and Chile. Torres del Paine Lake Pejo. On the Argentine side, you'll find steppes, grasslands, and deserts, while the Chilean side holds glacial fjords and a rainforest. Whether you ski, hike, or just want to behold the incredible beauty, boundless adventure awaits. It's home to several forms of rare wildlife, as well as iconic sites like Cuernos del Paine. 33. Uyuni Salt Flats, Bolivia. Salar de Uyuni, salt flats in Bolivia. When a prehistoric lake dried up, it left behind these awe-inspiring salt flats. Bright white salt formations make you feel almost as if you're walking on clouds.
34. Kyoto, Japan. A train passing through cherry blossom trees. The Daigoji Temple in Kyoto attracts crowds during cherry blossom season. But the fall foliage provide an equally stunning backdrop for the complex's historic buildings. One pagoda dates all the way back to 951. 35. Iguazu Falls, Brazil. Three Musketeers Falls at Iguazu Falls and the Rivadavia Falls on the Argentine side. No wonder this was named one of the new natural 7 wonders of the world. Iguazu Falls is the world's largest waterfall system, so there's definitely no shortage of views here. With 275 different drops, it's awe-inspiring from every vantage point. 36. Angkor Wat, Cambodia. If you love the beauty of abandoned places, you need to know about this ancient Buddhist monastery. Ta Prohm Temple became part of the jungle once the Khmer Empire fell in the 15th century. 37. Paris, France. It's rare that we'd consider an urban area as beautiful as anything found in nature. But if any city gets our vote, it's Paris. From the Seine to the pastel sunsets, behind the Eiffel Tower to the Champs-Élysées, all lit up at night. Paris, G-Time. 38. Aspen, Colorado. Aspen is beautiful no matter what time of year you visit, but fall is particularly breathtaking thanks to its namesake, the aspen trees. Their golden glow is truly magical. And fun fact, they're the largest living organisms on Earth. It's also home to some of the best ski slopes and luxury shopping in the world. 39. Hvar, Croatia. Hvar is situated on the Adriatic Sea and boasts both vacation vibes and city adventure. From crystal clear waters and secluded beaches to incredible local wine and an endlessly rich cultural history, there's so much to experience in Hvar. 40. Bora Bora, French Polynesia. If an overwater bungalow isn't on your bucket list yet, it needs to be. At lots of hotels in the region, like the Four Seasons Resort Bora Bora, you can even reserve one with its very own plunge pool. 41. Olive Skye, Scotland. If you want to truly feel like you're living in Outlander, head to Skye. You'll find some of the most dramatic, wild, and atmospheric scenery in the country with plenty of standing stones to up the mystical feel. And then there's the charming town center to explore after a day of adventure. 42. Sidi Bou Said, Tunisia. Painted almost entirely in blue and white, this Mediterranean village is a coastal decor dream. The entire town is located on a steep cliff, so you can take in the beauty and breeze of the Med while perusing local artisanal goods. 43. Newfoundland, Canada. With colorfully painted houses built into the rocky landscape. Many of the towns and cities in Newfoundland, Canada's most easterly province, look like something out of a storybook. It's also an outdoor enthusiast's dream vacation spot. Depending on where you explore, you can see the many breathtaking cliffs, waterfalls, and glacial fjords. For a super remote and design-friendly experience, visit the Fogo Island Inn. 44. Blue Ridge Parkway, Virginia. Don't underestimate a good, old-fashioned American road trip. Cruising along Skyline Drive is the easiest way to take in gorgeous Shenandoah National Park. 45. Blue Lagoon, Iceland. A geothermal spa in southwestern Iceland. The Blue Lagoon is located in a lava field on the Reykjanes Peninsula. The lagoon is one of the 25 wonders of the world and is a popular destination for swimmers looking to kick back and relax while bathing in nature. 46. Oia, Greece. This coastal town on the tip of Santorini is packed with whitewashed houses on rugged clifftops that overlook the water. It also boasts Oia Castle, which has amazing sunset views. 47. North Island, New Zealand. Head to New Zealand's North Island to explore the Disney-like grottos all lit up by glowworms. There are tons of other thermal attractions to explore, and for those who prefer a more urban environment, there's Auckland. 48. Bruges, Belgium. Winding canals dapple the streets in Bruges, which is known as the Venice of the North. It's an enchanting destination with quiet, romantic streets, and is perfect for any travelers looking for a quieter, less crowded European city. 49. Zhangjiajie National Forest, China. If you're afraid of heights, don't look down. This national park was used as a model for the movie Avatar, and it's just as otherworldly in real life. It's majestic, wild, and tranquil all at the same time thanks to its towering peaks, abundant flora, and running brooks. 50. Hampshire, England. This bluebell forest in England is worth a trip across the Atlantic alone. Tea time and scones with jam and cream are an added bonus. 51. Dead Sea, Jordan, Israel, and the West Bank. Dead Sea Salt Island. This salt island in the Dead Sea is just one of many unique and beautiful sights the area has to offer. Not to mention, it's in the middle of one of the most historically and currently significant regions of the world. 52. Antelope Canyon, Arizona. This Navajo canyon was completely shaped by wind and water. When shafts of light beam in, it's total magic. 53. Zanzibar, Tanzania. Coastline of Zanzibar at the Indian Ocean. Head to this Indian Ocean archipelago for virtually deserted beaches and crystal clear waters. The capital's historic center, Stone Town, is a UNESCO World Heritage Site that mixes East African, Arab, Persian, Indian, and European elements. 54. Keukenhof Gardens, Netherlands, spring flowers. Every spring, 7 million tulip bulbs, daffodils, and hyacinths bloom almost simultaneously, making this the most beautiful spring garden in the world. The bloom only lasts from March until May, so plan your trip accordingly. 55. Lake Powell, Utah. Formation, cliff, vehicle, wadi, rock, boating, boat, recreation, tourism, sea, just wandering. This reservoir on the Colorado River serpentines its way through gorgeous canyons, creating stunning backdrops at every turn you take. 56. Plitvice Lakes, Croatia. Plitvice Lakes, the country's largest national park, is a cascading series of waterfalls, caves, and pools that are home to an enormous wildlife population. While summer's the most popular time to visit, the frozen cataracts are equally stunning come winter. 57. Marrakesh, Morocco. Marrakesh cityscape during sunset taken from building. Terrace with mosque silhouettes and nice colors in the sky during travel vacations in Morocco. If you're looking for exotic adventure, add the Red City to your list. The bustling North African Mecca includes over a dozen Souks Plus palaces, world-class gardens, and the Atlas mountain range. 58. Cliffs of Moher, Ireland. Cliff, clip, sea, coastal, and oceanic landforms. If you don't recognize these magnificent cliffs from travel inspo accounts on your Instagram feed, you definitely will from Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. The sea cliffs at the westernmost edge of Ireland tower 700 feet above sea level and are one of the most dramatic views in the country. 59. Grand Canyon, Arizona. Grand Canyon sunset. The sheer size of this canyon alone is breathtaking, but the layers of red rock are simply stunning. Come for the sunrises and sunsets, or to simply hike around the canyon and take it all in. 60. Niagara Falls State Park, New York. Niagara Falls, detail, State of New York. This state park, which contains 3 massive waterfalls, is on the Canadian border. It's home to several hiking trails where you can take in the glory of the falls. 61. Cartagena, Colombia. People walking on road amidst buildings in city against sky. This colorful Colombian city is getting a lot of buzz lately from travel enthusiasts, and for good reason. Well-preserved colonial gems line the streets of the old town, where bougainvillea drapes nearly every balcony. It's truly one of the most beautiful cities in the world. Cartagena is also on the Caribbean coast, so expect breathtaking sights and panoramas everywhere you go. 62. Great Barrier Reef, Australia. Great Barrier Reef in Queensland in Australia. The world's largest coral reef system has more than 2,900 reefs and 900 islands over a vast area of the ocean. It's home to several unique species of marine life and is amazing to see from the sea and sky.
Smash that like, share, and subscribe button so I can make more content.